Well, thank you, Debbie. And let me just add my own and Diane's very warm welcome to you all. We don't normally do things in art galleries, and what a mistake. This is absolutely wonderful to be here. It's a lovely location for this. This is a celebration, exactly as Debbie says. This is the culmination of a journey that formally began 7 years ago with the establishment of the Bennett Institute, which Diane and I have led together. But we are very aware that we are standing on some really eminent shoulders here, and that there is a whole slew of conversations, initiatives, endeavours that have preceded the Bennett Institute and really in many ways paved the way for what we've tried to do. So one of the really nice things about tonight is a number of those people are here, so we want to thank you particularly. Your efforts are really important in all of this. Seeing this come true after, it's been 2 years of pretty solid endeavour, let's say, with all sorts of committees and so on. That's been an experience, but is actually wonderful to see the dream come to fruition, which is exactly what we're here to celebrate tonight. A few words of thanks. I particularly want to thank Debbie, the senior leadership at the university, for backing this idea. I also want to thank the leadership of the Humanities and Social Science School, who've been absolutely instrumental, and a number of the professional service colleagues, I think 1 or 2 of them are here today, who've been absolutely brilliant to work with. And also our own team. We've got a really special team of very talented colleagues within the Bennett School, and they've really worked to pull this together. So what does it all mean? I said thank you, we're having a nice party, but you might want to know, well, what next? What does it lead to? So let me just briefly tell you. What it means in establishing a school is that we can bring together the research and the engagement work that we've been doing into what we think will be a creative and innovative dialogue with the teaching and the training that we will do in-house. We are bringing over the established MPhil in public policy that some of you know or indeed have taught on. We are launching, it's a very exciting venture in a year's time, a Master's in Digital Policy, which Diane will be leading. We have a new PhD programme coming on stream, and beyond that, I think some executive education offers. So lots of different forms of teaching and training. There will be lots of change. You'll see some new faces around, and you'll see some, obviously, growth happening. But you'll also see continuity, because we are determined to retain the ethos that has carried us forward in the context of the Bennett Institute. So that means we will remain outward-facing, seeking to work with and influence policymakers at all levels of government, in the UK and internationally, and shaping the minds and the skills of the policymakers of tomorrow. Though we're centred in the social sciences, we will continue to work with different kinds of expertise and knowledge right across this great collegiate university, because we know that policy challenges do not present themselves to the world in neat disciplinary silos. And we want to continue to be the place where some of the most interesting, innovative and impactful conversations around public policy, happen within the university. And we want to make a broader, meaningful contribution to the university in other ways too. But we do still want to think about the world beyond these walls, and indeed we want to influence it. We are really aware, we're acutely aware, that we need to equip policy professionals with an understanding, with the skill set to deal with the immense challenges that now are landing upon our democratic norms and our established ways of doing policy, where publics are ever more sceptical and disenchanted with government, and where some really powerful new headwinds are making sound governance and good policy making incredibly difficult to achieve. So there's plenty for us to do, I think you'll agree. We're going to talk a little bit about that in more depth in a moment. But before that, let me introduce to the stage, welcome to the stage, the man without whom none of this would be possible, Mr. Peter Bennett.